Guess what? By 2030, women are going to control 2/3 of the nation's wealth. Freight train's coming. How much are you talking about money? Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you've known me for any period of time, you will know that I have a very strong opinion about women starting to talk about money. Because the fact is that women don't talk about money. Money is such a taboo topic for women, and we'd rather talk about the relationships that we have around us. And so on today's video, I'm going to be talking about why it's so important that women should be empowered around money. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for a regular, pleasant financial conversation. So I had a conversation with a good friend of mine the other day, and she was telling me that she was speaking to another friend of mine about a financial tip I had given her about paying her mortgage down a little bit faster. And I was so happy to hear that two women that I really love were talking about money openly, candidly, talking about how they're investing and how they're paying down debt and some other decisions that they're making with money. Because the fact is that money is a taboo topic. And women, as we have historically not been in the workforce and are stepping more into that role, you have quite the disparity of what women decide to do with their life, whether that is caregiving and staying home with children or with a parent, or stepping into the workforce and climbing the corporate ladder. And so there's a huge disparity on what women will decide with their lifestyle, and therefore a huge disparity on how much knowledge they have with money. And so oftentimes we can get into social situations where you might have one woman who's at home and might really know the budget of the family, and you might have a corporate woman who might have a very high income. But they can't really talk about it because they feel uncomfortable. But that's also the interesting thing about women, is that we talk about everything around money. We talk about our life and how it's impacting us. So we might talk about the details of caregiving, the decision-making process that we're having with a spouse, conversations that men won't have. And so that's why it's really important for women to step into the conversation of money. And I'm noticing that it's really shifting the way that money is being talked about as a whole, because women want to make sure that this life that they are building and the decision-making process and how it all kind of weaves together makes sense. They don't want to compartmentalize conversations about money where they're just talking about an investment and the statistics and how it works out and blah, blah, blah. They want to know how this investment connects back to their current life and where it's taking them in the future. And where this can leave you is just feeling a little bit stuck and a little bit aloof and a little bit dumb, because you are not seeing the match of the conversation to what the content that you want to be hearing. And so when we get in those places of feeling dumb in a meeting because someone's talking about something that we don't really care about, or we haven't engaged and don't really understand exactly what it is that they're saying, we can't fully connect it back to our life, and we can't fully create those action steps, and then we can't fully feel comfortable and secure in where we're going and what our retirement looks like. So it's really important to find someone that you can have that candid financial conversation with, someone that you can break it down. If there's a portion of the conversation that you just really don't care about, say, you know what, that's not really important to me. Let's skip over the statistics for now, please and thank you. Let's instead talk about how this investment leads to income later in retirement, and how do I need to be building it better? This might be resonating for you. You might feel a little uncomfortable in those financial conversations because of either reason. Either you don't have experience talking about it, or you do have experience, but there's just a disconnect with the advisor. I'm getting ready to roll out a program where you get to realign your finances with your everyday life. And that might be something that you really want to start engaging with, because now is a great time for you to be figuring out where you're at today, what tweaks you need to be making in your everyday lifestyle, but also what that means for the future, how your portfolio can transform into retirement income, to really grasp the whole strategy of what you're doing with your finances. Because it's not about just the budget, and it's not just about the retirement nest egg, and it's not about the pension. It's really about tying all of those pieces together so you know how it fluidly moves into your retirement income, so that you can really picture what lifestyle will look like at that point. So if that's a conversation you want to have, you're welcome to go to our website, www.pleasantwealth.com. You're also welcome to reach out to me. This video is being posted also on Facebook and LinkedIn, and you're welcome to private message me and just touch base and say, hey, this really resonated with me, and I would really like to understand what kind of conversations I could be having. So I welcome those conversations, and I'll look forward to speaking with you soon. So until next time, friends, you take care.